All right, so this is our first Scrum call for the Zoom chat easy reader. That's what I think we're calling.
Okay.
I'll change the name 50 times. Yeah. So traditional Scrum meeting. I don't know. Have you ever participated in a Scrum meeting, Michelle? You know what I
Kind
mean when I
of.
say Scrum?
So I did daily stand-ups at work where we all talked about like what's going on, what we're working on, which Chris just told me is similar.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah, the official format is, although I'm going to say it differently than they say it because the way it's normally it's like, what did you do yesterday? What are you going to do today? Well, that assumes that everyone's in a similar time zone and you're doing it in the morning.
Mhm.
So I always, and what do you do about vacation? So I always say, what have you done since the last meeting? And what are you going to do before the next meeting? And do you have any blockers? So just anything that anyone else can help you with. And usually there's a Scrum Master, and that person's job is to unblock any blockers that you bring up. And I guess that would be me. But also you can rotate Scrum Masters if you have a really mature team and stuff like that. So it's called a Scrum from rugby when they get in, and is it when they do their plan before they do the, like in football, in American football, you huddle up.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of a quick huddle where it's a quick, and it's called a stand up because you're supposed to be standing up so that people don't drone on. And then also any topics brought up, like you can bring up a topic and you put it in a parking list, then you have a separate meeting about the topics. But we'll roll all that into one. We're a team of two, so it's not.
Yeah.
I thought you might find it interesting, because you'll probably experience that in the future.
Yeah.
Sometimes in Scrum meetings, also depending on the culture of the organization, sometimes they ask kind of a how you're feeling question. So, are you high energy today or low energy? Or if someone's had something personal happen, then that'd be a time that they'd kind of, if they choose to share, then they can talk about it and get that kind of more human piece, which I'm not great at. So, but sometimes you'll see that also in the Scrum meeting, in beginnings of meetings. Anyways, so we could probably start out as usual. I guess I could start. So since yesterday, I created this meeting and stuff, little bitty things, but not much. And then I don't know. We'll see at the end of the meeting whether I have something else to do. What were you able to accomplish since yesterday?
Okay, so I didn't have a whole lot of time yesterday. So last night I started a React app branch after cloning a repository to my computer, and then I pushed the template for React with TypeScript to that branch. And then this morning I've kind of been going through all the TypeScript documentation just to familiarize myself with it, and then I've taken a stab at the regex.
How did that go?
It kind of works. So I searched a lot and to figure out how to get like any length of a characters for a name. And then I went back to the first site you sent me, and the example on it was how to do that.
Okay.
After searching for like 10 minutes. But so it'll get like regular names like Bentley Davis, Michelle Phillips. But if you have like a dash in your name, or if you're like Elon Musk's child, it's not going to pull that name. Or Kusha brought up, what if one day Zoom allows you to put emojis in your username? It's not going to be able to pull that. So that's kind of why I'm stuck.
Yeah, then let's table that to talk through, because I think I have a solution for that.
Okay.
Great. Anything else?
That's all I've gotten to. So today I will go over the TypeScript documentation a little bit more, and then start on the, let me look at the notes from yesterday, sorry. Start on the React app with the building the text box out.
Excellent. All right, well, great. Before we dive into playing around with regex, because that's always fun, I want to show you an idea and see what you think. One thing we could do is kind of keep track of tasks, and this might also. I'm sharing the GitHub, right?
Yeah.
So there's a projects tab on here, and you can create a project. Have you used a Scrum board? Or no, I'm sorry, Kanban board is what they call it in dev.
A little bit. I implemented one when I was at Marriott.
Oh, cool.
But I think I was the only one that used it. I tried to push it, and I think I was the only one that actually used it.
So if you want, we don't have a bunch of tasks, but I find it
Mhm.
helpful sometimes because I forget kind of what we talked about in the last meeting. So we could, GitHub has a built-in Scrum board, Kanban board, which is okay. Is that something you'd like, or do you prefer keeping track of things on paper?
No, I like that.
All right, so just create the project. Now you can have multiple projects in the same repo, but we only have one, so we'll just call this Zoom chat molder formatter project. We don't need a description, there's only one. Doesn't have any columns or cards, so add a column. I thought it came, maybe I was doing it too fast and I missed it. Oh, presets, to do, in progress, done. Oh, got a column name. You would think if it's a preset, it would preset it to do.
To do? Yeah, that's what I thought.
To do, and so we'll just do to do, doing, and done.
Okay.
Or in progress is the traditional. Wow, they've I like title case on titles. Oh, in progress. I don't have to fill that out. Let's not do that. And then yeah. And then what was, do you want to put one of yours? What was one that you were that you just said? Go ahead and create the
build the text box.
Add added by Bentley Davis. Can we assign it to people? I'm sure they have a way to assign things, right? Or edit note, archive, delete note.
I guess you would just have to type a note to who it's assigned to.
Yeah, I haven't played with this. I'll play a little bit more. I've used so many of these things. I keep getting them mixed up. We can do that for now.
Okay.
Yeah, anyways, so you just kind of move things around, keep tracking. I think you can sort them in here in order. So we kind of keep them in a general priority order, and you could just drag from the top.
Okay.
And then sometimes the to-dos also are like maybe to do and to do. So actually I might add another column in here called proposed at the very beginning.
Okay.
And then I'll throw in crazy ideas that we need to talk about first. Yeah, any thoughts, questions, suggestions about that?
No.
Awesome. All right. Do you have can you send me the regex you were playing with?
Yeah. Do you want me to just post it in the chat here?
Yeah, that'd be good. Oh, and do we want to use a different chat system? I know we have each other's phone numbers for texting, but
no, I think text is fine. Or like whenever we're on a Zoom call, I think it's fine to use Zoom since we're trying to format a Zoom chat.
Yeah. Yeah, we should save our own Zoom chats, come to think of it. Haiku? Mine does auto save them, so. And at some point we'll want to play around and just paste a whole bunch of weird stuff. Like a regex actually would be.
Yeah.
A good way to try and break the system. And then did you play with those two regexers? Was there a certain one that you liked better?
So the
Or
one I
saw the
used was the
links?
one you were using yesterday. Let me pull that link.
I don't
back up.
remember which one. Do you know if it's the regexer or
It's
the regex one?
regex 101. But the regexer is where when I went to it, the example.
Oh, the default was there.
Yeah, the default example told me how to pull.
Find all the characters. Okay, yeah. So you're using A to Z, so which is good. And then matches any word plus word too. So let me get some sample text.
But then when I started playing with the sample text, like putting in like dash or hyphens or like copied Elon Musk child's name, it breaks because those characters aren't A to Z.
Yeah.
And of course, Kush's idea of if Zoom allows emojis, I don't even know where to begin with emojis.
Yeah, and this also assumes first name and last name, or two names, and a lot of times they're not. So what I suggest is to go ahead and capture just everything in one capture between the from and the to.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe to capture everything, dot asterisk is often. Now we're not capturing anything right now at the moment, am I? Or are the captures over here?
No, I think
Does not match anything.
Yeah.
Let's just see. Am I doing?
Did it not paste over? Maybe I didn't paste it correctly. Let me.
/d/d.
Did you change it to JavaScript?
No.
I don't know if that would.
ECMAScript.
I'm still not doing it.
I have. Oh, you know what it was? I had an extra carriage return.
No, okay.
Okay. Let's try this again. That's not finding anything.
Is there like a space in the front?
Yeah, that's working. Okay, that's working. And the /w is any word? Oh, you know what? They have two spaces between the from and the word, although that's still not the problem. Let's leave out the captures for now. Is it not dot asterisk?
Oh, mine doesn't show two spaces when I copy it over from the test cases.
Oh, let's see.
Mine's all one space, where yours is two. That's weird.
You know what? Maybe one of them's one spaces and one of them's two. That's scary.
Yeah, that's one space. That's fine.
Why is this one two? Okay, well, we know there's an inconsistency. I want to do any Any character or white space.
So does that account for if there's 2 spaces versus 1?
It should also do that, yeah. Word boundary non-string. I didn't do that. So, but my goal would be to any try and get the wildest wild card there is to say anything between here that is, and then the to everyone. It's probably, yeah, you already have a space there. I just
So
can't
if
remember.
anyone has like a single name or like 3 names, it'll account for that. Got
And
it.
there's also a problem sometimes when you do wild cards that it'll just keep going. So sometimes there's a character, and I can't remember if it's question mark or something, where he said that it's make it not greedy. So it stops at the first space to space everyone. Now that'd be interesting. We probably need to see if what if someone's name was to everyone? I mean, I think it's okay. It would just strip out that bit. So I don't think it'd be that bad. But sometimes people do stuff like that. Where's the period? The dot is, why is it not in
The dot's
list?
like any character.
Any single character. Now I don't know if that includes white space. Dot asterisk space dot asterisk. No, why am I not getting anything?
You should probably delete the to everyone at the end.
Yeah, so from, and then let's do dot asterisk. So it selects all the way to the end of the line. There we go. Two.
Yeah, looks like
Oh,
that
no,
one.
that's interesting. There's also 2 spaces between the to and the everyone in this example, but I think not in the other one.
Yeah, not in the one that I'm using.
So we're gonna have to, yeah, is it to everyone, single space. So one of them has double spaces, one of them is single. Bizarre. So like what's one or a single character? What's one or more white space? I mean, I could just do. Let's see if we put parentheses around this, whether it'll actually capture. Match 1 from Peter Kaminsky to. Oh, so yeah, group 1, Pete Kaminsky, Jerry Mikowski, and then we'd strip off the leading spaces. So it is capturing the names. Oh, this is interesting. So like it's missing this one. Oh, so it's finding this other 2. So this is the problem where it's not being greedy. I think making it, or it's making greedy. We need to make it ungreedy.
I think it was question mark, like you said when I was looking, but I
just don't remember if it's
check.
in the circle. I mean, yeah, in the parentheses or outside. Here we go. Match everything close. No. Is it the lazy part? Let's see. There we go. Yeah. So the question mark right after the asterisk. So that looks like it's capturing it properly. Yeah. So that should cover everything, unless someone has the word to
in their name.
If we put a space, yeah, and then if we put everyone, I think it'll be more specific. But then I don't know. So we need 2 one or more white space characters. So what's the white space? A single white space /s. And then how do you make it? I forgot. How do you make it just 2, 1 or 2? Exactly 3 or more between 3 and 6. So
So between 1 and 2.
Bracket S/S. Wait, no, sorry. /S bracket, comma, 2. Close. That did not do it correctly. So what did I do wrong? 2 space. Oh, well, first of all, I already have the first space there.
Is the slash the right way? All the other slashes are.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You are correct.
I'm still not.
Are these curly braces correct? First thing, let's just see if 1 slash S. Yeah, okay, so that works. So we just need to figure out the proper.
So if you do /S and then did the A comma 2, A bracket.
Do you put the actual A, or is A what's looked? I guess you do put the A.
Maybe.
I was wondering
that's an
whether A was
example.
you were searching for the letter A.
Yeah, I think it actually might be. It says between 3 and 6 of A, so I think it's actually searching for the A.
So the problem is we're using a meta escape here, and I don't know if when you do index, case sensitive. Comma with index matches the character comma. Why are you matching it? Could you not have? Well, let's do 1 or 2. There we go.
There we go.
And they don't allow the empty. They allow the empty at the end, but not the beginning. That's kind of funny. And then now, I also don't know. So this is going to be ugly. Look at this, because was it before the? No, it was after the from where they. Well, I don't know if we do that. Will it take out the first space? Yeah, and then I'm surprised it's capturing a space at the end of the names, because you'd think that would be one of the 2 there. At the before the 2. Okay, there we go. Jerry Mikowski, Peter Kaminsky, everyone. And then just in case they do that again, because we can't trust them, everyone colon, and then I would still do 1 more space.
Before
and
like
then,
the
yeah, and then we want to capture everything except for to the end of the line. Well, not even to the end of the line. Here's the thing: is we want to capture everything from here until the next. I did that wrong. I forgot the asterisk. Asterisk. Now this won't work. What you think you could do is you could do /D/D : :D/D. So capture everything between here and there. But there's a carriage return in here, and the dot asterisk doesn't include whites. I mean, it includes spaces, but doesn't include the carriage return stuff. Okay. Now I don't remember what does, because actually I don't know. So the line endings I don't think are considered white space characters. This might be better to search on the internet. I've had to do this before. You can see if you can Google faster than me, or in my case, DuckDuckGo.
/R for carriage return.
That sounds
Was the
correct.
first thing
since
that I
R is
found.
often used. Well, but then we'd have to do like dot asterisk and um, and, um, so what do you do for grouping? There should be a generic, because there's carriage return and line feed.
Mhm.
There should
see
be
a-
one
For
like
both?
all, yeah. And there should be something for like match frickin' everything.
Yeah. So I see a line feed is /in, and then /t is tab character.
So we could do, I mean, if we wanted to do it that way, there might be a more nuanced way, but we could do, is it brackets and pipes? What do you do when you're choosing between multiple, the or? Oh, here we go.
The
Alternate
pipe,
match,
right?
either A or B. So that, or, which way is the slash supposed to go? Backwards? /r.
Yeah.
Or /in. And once again, we have nothing. I also don't know if we end this capture this way,
Mhm.
whether it'll go through and capture the next one or if it'll skip one because it's already matched on that.
Yeah,
That's
that makes
another
sense.
kind of issue. It's interesting. It's matching something. Colon space. I mean, first of all, does that work? You think it would capture the rest of the line for the ones that are one line?
Mhm.
Yeah, matching any character except for line terminators. I wonder if there's a generic line terminator. Oh,
Did you find it?
no, I was just looking and someone had an escape before the /n. I'm like, do we? Well, actually, I don't know. I guess they were looking for a slash. I was like, why are they doing it that way? This is why regex is so fun. I mean, it is like a puzzle to solve.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
Because-
what? Maybe the question mark is messing it up now. Yeah, so the question mark is because I didn't have anything at the end. So let's do back here. I thought when you're doing the or you needed brackets around it, but in their example they don't.
Yeah.
How does it know when to stop?
When to stop or
I mean, if you have more than, yeah, I mean, like, which are you, like, if you're doing math and you have an or and you don't have parentheses, you know, there's no standard, like, I don't know, it seems ambiguous. But let's find what we have here. So that would be the /r.
Oh, 1 second,
or,
Bentley.
sure.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so right now we have /in. Let's do or. Oh, you know what? The problem is we're doing an or, and that means any set of characters or a line feed immediately after where we're at. What we want is any number of characters, and then any number of characters Okay, so here's what we need to do. Or /in, and then there's some sort of grouping thing. I don't remember what the grouping is. The brackets. So any number of either a characters or carriage returns, and that into it. AB matches either was before. How do you group constructs? Oh, a single character of A, B, or C. So you don't need the or if you're using the bracket construct. Still not working. Okay, well, that gets us the first line. And does it capture the first line? Group 2, shall we use the, yeah, so it's even capturing the first line. So the thing we need to kind of figure out is how to make it do multiple lines. That's going to be kind of, it's always been tricky.
So if you look at the, what line it is, the 10/19/28 from Jerry Mikowski to everyone, that looks like it's 2 lines. It's not capturing the ones that have the like emojis, what I think are emojis, like U plus
like
2
this
8.
one up here.
Yeah, and then.
Oh, that's interesting. So, So I wonder why that is. What is dot asterisk not capturing? There's got to be a capture anything option.
Yeah. I found a Stack Overflow issue with that.
Yeah, is that the, I don't know, is it this one? There's one. Oh no, they're looking for hex. Oh, okay, no, that's not it. What's that? Oh, do you want, yeah. Pull that up, see what we got.
So that might not be it.
I think that's a good start. No, they're not using regex.
It was a misleading title.
Yeah. It's not helpful either. Oh, this may have been how I done it. Capture everything except a pattern. Negative look ahead from the start. That doesn't sound good.
Okay, it's saying that's a line separator.
Oh, is that what they call it?
That's what the U plus 2028 is.
Where are you looking? Are you looking at the one on my screen or?
Oh, I didn't see what's on your screen.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to send that to me or I could stop sharing.
I'll make for the link. I'm on this website and then I just searched for 2028.
Line separator character /P.
Yeah, you would have to add that into like the expression, wouldn't you? Just include that, like if it has this.
Yeah, although I tried that with the /N. First, let's see if it works in this thing that's working. Yeah. It's interesting. Why is it matching this? Oh, because it found top later again. Did I take out the, oh, I took out the parentheses. No. Let's take out this for a second, see what we got. Okay, yeah, that all works. Okay, so now we're, okay, so the, that's interesting. I don't know why the P is working in some cases. Oh, because it's finding the letter P. What do I do? You know, maybe that's not JavaScript. I bet that's a different. It might be a different one.
Okay, keep looking. Oh, well, in the description it says JavaScript, which does not offer any Unicode support through its regex class, does support /UFFFF for matching a single Unicode code point as part of its string syntax.
What I don't understand is that this is supposed to be text.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's not text. That's right. It's because if we look at, I was thinking, isn't it actually you? But no, the screen's doing that for us because if we look at, which one was it? Yeah, they're coming off here. So they are actually Unicode. So they're just saying we're out of luck. Regex, or did they give a suggestion?
Okay, I just found this line on the JavaScript flavor that says no Unicode except for single characters. But then we wouldn't be able to. Does that mean you'd have to put it in for every single character or character turn, every single line separator?
Well,
which you wouldn't be able to like guess.
first I need to fix what I broke. What did I break here? I left a pipe in here. There we go. All right, so we're getting everything except for those. Now let's try the or /UFF asterisk. All right, so another solution for this, kind of getting around problems like these is, I think when you're doing regex in here,
Mhm.
you also get the point in the text to what character it is in the text string. So even if we can't capture any of this, what you can do is say, I know, like, let's say this second line is character 50 in the string.
Mhm.
Then I can say, oh, and the last one was character 0, and it went on for 15 characters. Then I know I can do a string part in JavaScript and say grab everything between 15 and 50.
Mhm.
And then I just have it in a string and all the weird stuff it has. So as long as we can kind of get this start and kind of this end, then we know we can parse out the middle. So maybe, so we can play with either that, or let me send this back to you. You can see exactly what I did. And you can save these on this website too, but I never do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and worst case, we could at least start playing with this and pull out the name and pull out the timestamp.
Mhm.
And at some point we need to, let me see what time it is, 12:12 right now. Let's see what. 11, 12, 12, 12, 12. Yeah, so, and look at this, this one has 2 spaces. I wonder why that ended up with just 1 space. I think the official thing is 2 spaces,
Mhm.
but where I pulled that one from, someone may have done some processing or pasted it into something, and like they pasted it into Markdown, and then I'm copying it from Markdown. Markdown will remove the extra spaces. But also this is date and time of the person viewing the thing. One of the things that someone wanted was a timestamp so that if you watch it, it will, like you can then, if it's then on an unedited YouTube, you can build
Mhm.
a timestamp off that. But the problem is we don't actually know when the meeting started.
Yeah.
We just know the first message. But you could do that and at least get them somewhere close.
Yeah.
So we might still offer that as an option, but tell them, hey, when you start recording the meeting, don't do any chatting until you start the meeting, and then do a chat message when you start.
Yeah.
That'd be the rules. Or maybe we could give an adjustment and they could say at what time they started the recording if they kind of know. Then we
How did you pull the chat up? What did you
so
do?
yeah, let me show you that. Now I don't know if you can see this. Can you even see my Zoom bar if I pull it up on the screen?
No, I can't.
Okay. Anyways, there's an option here that says, let me see. Can you see the chat window? Can't see that either, can you? Anyways, on the chat window where you type your message,
Mhm.
there's a dot 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 on the right. You can click it and hit save chat.
Oh, I see that.
And then after that, it'll say, do you want to show it in the folder? And you can do that. And mine saved it in a folder for this meeting because I have it save all my meetings in folders.
So I think it might just be like Mac versus PC, because I'm on a MacBook Pro and it only has a 1 space between and not 2.
Oh, that's
So that could be a
interesting.
thing.
So we definitely have to account for that. That's good because we'll need to be testing from both Macs and PCs. Yeah, so I think for now we could start with this regex and maybe you and I can play with it, see if we can get it toward to do the Unicode. But there's always a chance that there'll be something in the comments that we can't pull. So I almost like better the idea of we know. I think somewhere in the regex you can know where where the things that were pulled from, and then just pulling everything in between them. We could do a separate regex that just detects where the starting of each. You still need all this. But when we get in there and start writing the code, we can play around with it and see if we can just grab everything in between the captures.
Okay.
Rather than doing it all through regex. It seems to work pretty good. Yeah, I don't see any problems with that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you will play around. If you want to go ahead and put your tasks in the project, so it's in this projects tab, Zoom chat parameter. And a lot of times if I'm doing a project a lot, I'll save a shortcut directly to this. So go ahead and put them in there if you would.
Do you want me to add the regex on here? She already put my text box thing.
Yeah, go ahead and add the regex one. You can play that more, and then starting the function. And yeah, there's no rush on this. You know, you're even with, you know, if you don't spend a lot of time on it, you'll probably spend more time on it than I am. So no deadlines or anything. Like if you say I'll work on this between this and the next meeting, it's not like, you know, that it's okay to be ambitious in what you say, and over promise and under deliver is fine in this environment. Any other? I forgot to say when you said your thing whether they had any blockers, but I think you brought up. Well, no, yeah, you brought up the regex kind of as a blocker, anyways. Anything else that you think? It'd be interesting to hear from you. So when you're going through, figure out whether TypeScript is really slowing you down too much, because it may not be obvious how to kind of work around it if you don't want to learn that. So let me know if that's becoming burdensome, and we can I can show you some workarounds, or we could choose to turn it off. Yeah, any other concerns or things we need to talk through?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I might play around with the function and see if I can figure out the spacing in between, but feel free to go ahead and try and do it yourself. It's an interesting little problem. Yeah, but if that's it, I'll go ahead, let you go, and we'll talk tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow.
All right, bye-bye.